Hello there. It's not a particularly inspiring weather story at the moment, is it? But we've still got that west-east divide across the country. On Tuesday, we had the highest temperatures across South Wales with 16 degrees, and there was some glorious sunshine at times with a little bit of shelter from the breeze. But out to the east, it was disappointingly cool, a brisk northerly wind. Temperatures struggled, only around 7 degrees across that East Yorkshire coast. Moving out of Thursday into Friday sees low pressure starting to push in from the south. That will introduce some wetter weather across central and southern England, but potentially a little less cold. So as we close out the month of April, perhaps temperatures in the south back to where they should be for the time of year. But don't expect anything dry, settled and sunny. It's going to stay pretty unsettled, but we could see temperatures back up into the mid-teens for some.
What's it looking like, Carol? Morning.
Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. Sal, it is looking dry for many with sunny spells developing, but first thing this morning, it is nippy if you're just stepping out. It's -1 at the moment in Perth. It's 4 in Glenanne in Northern Ireland, Aberporth in Wales. That little bit milder at 8 degrees, but it will still feel chilly if you're hanging around outside, maybe waiting for transport.
Should we look outside the window?
Shall we? Ah,
Look at that.
Look at that sky. It's looking OK here for now.
It's all right. It's
Could all
bright.
change.
It's not raining. That's progress. Carol.
I've learnt from Carol never to say what the weather is actually like, because it could change in 5 minutes' time. Morning, Carol.
That's so true, Sal. Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. You know, it's not just in Salford we're looking at a sunny start to the day. We've also got it in other parts of the country as well, such as West Lothian, a lovely picture here.
Let's go to Carol now, who is amongst the blossoms this morning. Kind of. Morning, Carol.
Good morning, both. Isn't it a beautiful picture of the blossom? But it's a cold start to the day if you haven't yet got outside. It's only 2 degrees in Edinburgh currently, 4 in Belfast, 5 in Manchester and 7 in Aberdarin. So certainly a day for wrapping up warmly. And if you have an allergy to tree pollen, oak tree pollen is peaking at the moment, and the levels are moderate today across much of England and also Wales.
And some beautiful bluebells. Morning.
Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. You're absolutely right, John. This picture's been sent in by one of our weather watchers in Northern Ireland, where it is a bright start to the day. Good morning, Sal and John. Good morning to you too. This morning across eastern areas is quite cloudy, as you can see from our weather watcher's picture in Scarborough.
And I suppose most people at home will be thinking about food prices and how this impacts them. We don't yet know for sure what, for example, this year will do to food prices in the future, do we?
No, we don't. And to a certain extent, some of the yield losses that we've seen this year will be offset by imports from abroad. But you've only got to look back to COVID and see some of those empty shelves that we saw then. I mean, a lot of that was due to the fact we were waiting for some of that produce to come into the UK. So the more that we can do to make ourselves more resilient here, to tolerate some of these conditions better in the long term, we're better for all of us.
Right, thank you very much, Ollie. So, food for thought, perhaps, at the breakfast table this morning.
Lucy, thank you.
Talking of the weather, Carol can update us on how it's looking and some extraordinary images you've got for us. Morning, Carol.
That's right. Thank you, John. These pictures I'm going to show you now were taken in Crete, and you can see the colour of the sky, very much orange. What's been happening is the Sirocco wind has been affecting parts of Greece, and as I mentioned, these are Crete, bringing up not just lots of dust from the Sahara, but also high temperatures. 37 Celsius yesterday, possibly today as well. It's going to change though, because the weather front's coming through, and it will change the wind direction, so things should ease up as we go through the next couple of days.